everyone. Thanks for tuning in for this month's reading of the Ocean Oracle. I'm Sue Marty, I'm creator of the deck, and this is the reading for October 2020. So just getting started, we'll have a shuffle and see if anything kind of pops out. How is everyone going? Got through September, we're on to October. A couple of days in already feels a little weird. And been reading a bit astrology, just different websites and pages and things, and it, I don't know, a lot of stuff saying this might be kind of a big month, volatile month. A lot of planet stuff going on, a lot of some retrograde. Mercury goes back into retrograde. We've got 2 full moons. And Mars is retrograde, so it might be a bit of aggression, anger, going back over things. So I'm curious to find out what wisdom or messages the Ocean Oracle may have for us. And I've just come back from spending an afternoon with friends a bit north of where we live, and it was so nice. I don't get to see these people too often, but it's, the whales now are migrating south with their calves, I think, or the babies. And we went after we had lunch and sat on the headland and just watched for, I don't know, like 30 or 40 minutes, just these whales, like, there are like 8 or 9 whales in various positions just playing. Like from what we could tell, it was like the adult whale, the mothers or fathers, were kind of on their back and just going back and forth, just flippers. They're not flippers, I don't know what they're called, not arms, just back and forth, like and then the little ones would, you'd see those kind of splashing around as well. It was just magical. And so, whale is reemergence, and I'd be curious whether it comes up today. It doesn't kind of feel like it, but it's just nice having that energy around, and also being reminded to play. Anyway, let's see. So nothing is jumping out. So, there. 23, Clam, flexibility. I like this card. I like clams. All right, so the story. She wanted clam sauce for dinner. She was set in her mind that this was what she would serve. She went to the clam flats, only to find the tide was too high for clamming. She would have to wait a few hours. Although this disrupted her plans, she arrived back to the flats and quickly dug up enough clams for dinner. She raced home and immediately set about to open her treasures. The clams would not budge. They were set firm, muscles too tight to break through. She was starting to panic that her perfect evening was not going to plan. So intent she was on this meal, she could think of no other alternatives. When she realized she was nearly rigid in her being, she decided she needed another approach. She needed to exercise some flexibility. She remembered her father always chilling the clams to ease their opening. She put them in the freezer as she prepared the rest of the dinner. When she took them out, the knife slid effortlessly through the muscle, allowing her to open the clams with plenty of time before her guests arrived. The message is, what is causing you to stay rigid in your life? Where might flexibility render your situation more amenable? What patterns in your life are inflexible? Flexibility is a gift to use intuitively to help navigate life. Notice how much more smoothly you progress when your approach is flexible. To move with flexibility between contrary aspects in your life brings you into a flow supported by the universe. How do you feel about that? Yeah, like what I was saying, with all these, a lot of retrograde planets right now, a lot of other energy, like external energy, and other things coming into play, I think we need to remember, lesson of the clam, to remain flexible, and I want to say aware of what we're bringing into a situation, and how that can affect the situation. You know, it's kind of that classic, you walk into, or you see someone walk into a room and they're all, you know, you can just tell that they give off this energy of aggression, and they're upset and forthright, and it kind of puts you off. And just like somebody walks into a room and they can walk in really gently and it feels welcoming, and you feel like you're glad that they showed up. And it can be the same person 2 different times, or whatever the you know, whatever is going on. But you know, what we bring into a room or into a situation, and our intent and energy behind it, can tip the scales. And the world, like, everything is kind of fraught with I don't even know, pick whatever word you want. It's just, everyone and everything seems to be so on edge, and it's really easy right now to go off the handle and to take things super personally and then arc up and feed into it. And so I think this reminds us, pause, take a breath, remember that there are options, and sometimes the best approach is a flexible approach. And even when we think we have something set in our mind of how something is either going to go or how we are going to present something, doesn't, like, if anything we have learned from this year, it's that flexibility is definitely our friend. Because, like, seriously, what has gone to plan? Like, I don't know, anything, nothing, all of it. Yeah, so I think this is a great card for this October, which could very much be in need of our ability to remain flexible. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna pick another card to see what might support that. I think that's enough. I think we're all kind of on overdrive, and I might check in a couple of weeks, right around when Mercury does go, I don't know, no promises. We'll see how we go, but please take care of yourselves. Please remember to be kind to yourself and to others. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. More information, and if you're curious or interested in buying a deck, at theoceanoracle.com. All right, take care everyone, and we will see you again soon.